Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Charbel 420. Today I'm bringing you some games and clips of a fire team session that Kobe, OG, and I did. We decided ahead of time, let's see what we can do, just running duo aces. So let's get started. Let me get you quickly up to speed here. So I have 3 riflemen in E1 far to the back of the map up high. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I just lost Kobe OG to PRZ Mix, very good player. You can see Batman, he just killed older Paradox. I see the scout, see what we can do. Very clean. Love those kills. Nice little tight grouping of shots, just right into the stomach and chest. Taking care of business. See if we can do it 2 times. Dodging bullets. There we go. Guatemala Mex, man. Happy to get that kill for sure. And not have, 5 hit points when I was done. This was dumb. I keep doing this. It's an old habit. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do suppression and maybe get a little chip away at the snipers. But really, look, now I'm at 24 hit points. I can't handle even a leg shot at this point. So, dodging bullets if I can. I have to get on that cap. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, those guys are aggressive. Maybe they would have done it. I'm pretty sure they would have, but it was kind of my role to get on the cap and see if my 2 snipers can take care of business. I'm just going to try to hide here. So I got here and I'm just like going to run out the clock if my teammate or if my enemies will let me. I was hoping that my snipers could knock out another enemy. They did. Now it's down to Batman. He's going to rush and had no intention of even getting up because the game was on the line, and if I popped up and lost it, then my team would have been like, hey man, there's a little bit of responsibility. So I didn't want to risk it. Batman's too damn good. I only had 24 hit points. Okay, we're moving on to highway. I'm just following different routes here, just trying to get a scan, see if any snipers are going to go in the leftward direction on the opponent's side, see if I can pick up any scouts. I just got caught looking through my scope. More and more I play ace. You see how slow and controlled those shots are? They're not just like, up, 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 I did 1, 2, 3. The further the enemy is away, the longer you should take. And ideally, if you can prone, get in that habit of proning any and every chance you get. There I had the vehicles as, cover for me, forced me to kneel at it. But take note of the slower firing. The longer the distance, the slower, more methodical you want to be with your shots when you're shooting with ace. Okay, they got 2 riflemen and scout. I got my man Kobe over there, full health. I got 101. Let's see. I had a Kobe. So, Dragoon is good. Arctic Storm. I keep dying to Arctic Storm every time I see him. He's been playing Scout. He's been playing Ace. It doesn't matter. The guy's just really tough. So I kept my distance there. I'm by myself. I was hoping to keep him guessing at least. Just relocate, regroup, and see what I can do. Maybe I can find a straggler somewhere, pluck that person off and get it to a 1v2. Saw somebody. Don't have much time to waste. I just go for it. Arctic Storm is shooting me in the back. I just said, well, I'm going to go out at least taking one of them out. And that's what I did. So nice little defeat. Okay, we got Afghan border. Decided to go middle down the lane here, but then wanted to stay on the left-hand side. So I have Kobe, he's the other rifleman, and then we have 3 snipers on my team. I found the rifleman early, which is good. He's got grenades, I need to keep that in mind. I don't remember who the scout is and what the scout is. So Kobe staying behind, he's gonna lay down suppressive fire if I need it. He's got a little bit of an angle. So he's not moving forward, he's just watching my back, seeing if he could see the enemy. So he ran around, I found him. And that's the beauty of relocating. Again, just keeping them guessing. You know, don't stay in the same spot forever. But also don't be seen, like, in the process of moving. I'm learning to do that a little more effectively these days, because I'm trying to put together a Crisis video. In Crisis, his range is so short that you have to figure out a way to get close to the enemy, which requires you to be sneaky, using the terrain, being more patient, letting the enemy come to you. And I'm getting more effective. I'm becoming more effective with that soldier. But it's starting to spill over into other players like my ace here, you know. Because of my Crisis play, I play less crazy with ace because I'm always undercover. When I move, I try to stay hidden as much as possible. This guy doesn't know where I'm at. Look at that. Those are all headshots. Here we go. We got Afghan border. I sped it up. Just wanted to show you where we're mixing it up with Sinaloa 1 mix. Finishing their scout. So we got chewed up on that one. Still alive, man. That's great. We got one more rifleman to go, and this game's going to be a wrap. There's the rifleman. And Kobe finishes him. Nice little win. .29 experience, 251 damage, and 2 kills. 2 good ones. There we go. Kobe got a kill, 159 hit points of damage. Alright, we're on coastline. I see that SF Kingsman, unfortunately, is on the enemy's team, one of our fellow Special Forces clan member. And then I see Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is a pretty excellent sniper. Let's see how we play this one out. So let's just observe some things. I got 2 snipers. We have 3 riflemen. What I like to do is have one person come over here and do the cross angle shot. This is common. The more experienced players, you'll see Viking, CCO guys, and Brazil guys. They'll come over here and they'll get this angle right there. So that way Because all the heavy lifting, as far as like if you got a lot of riflemen and scouts, they'll run along that right-hand side of the map, which I'm shooting in that direction. Okay? So, especially when you see like 3 or 4 riflemen or something, then you want one person over here doing what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to call a cross angle. I'll learn terminology, military stuff. I'm thinking about reading up, just to kind of, make it a little more accurate with my terminology. But anyways, cross angle over here, and my hope is that the other 2 riflemen that I have will be rushing or advancing on the right-hand side, and then my sniper will just keep his eyes out on other snipers. In particular, I found this guy that's suitable to where I'm at. I just shoot him up a little bit. Hopefully I can finish him. But our snipers need to knock out the sniper that is in the back. Scooby-Doo. He is back in A4, okay? That sniper has his own cross angle on the guys that I'm hoping that will rush on the right-hand side. So we got to get rid of them. But anyways, so I'm trying to get rid of this Voron at the moment. A real Voron, I tell you. This is Nutball's area up there. We should call it Nutball's Nest or something. He calls it the Crow's Nest. I like it. I followed him up there and I've observed him play games, and you could see the whole world from up there. The problem is getting up there is really hard. I'm scared of it. Hell, I don't even like to go up the hill on the stairs from each side of that building that we're looking at, the big one, the palace or whatever. Those stairs, I mean, just get yourself shot up trying to get there. Alright, finished him off. So we're down to 2 snipers and 3. We have 3 chewed up riflemen. Okay, popped his head. And I'm gonna get on the cap. I was gonna be conservative, but then I couldn't help myself. I was a little scared of Scooby-Doo coming down. He's just one of those type of players that will pluck us off. Maybe I was thirsting, trying to get more damage, trying to get another kill, doing all that crap, but I was kind of putting myself at risk. See, he just shot, he finished Colby off. I thought this would be, barely peeking, but I don't see anything, and that's all he needed to finish me off right there. That's what I'm talking about. So that was a situation where it was a longer range. My visibility, he had the full cover. I could barely see his head. My scope doesn't zoom in nearly as much as his scope. So why would I engage in a firefight that favors the sniper? And look, he just plucked off another one. So I should have completely hid my head under the shield and let him come to me, and then all of a sudden my range is favoring my win on that. So you got to play smart. That was a case of me not doing that. We got a highway match here. I have MPLE, that's a notable. I don't know about Kill All. I can't really remember him. I mean he might be, I don't know, we'll have to see how he plays. And then they have Army 77 CFI, and I forgot who else. There's somebody else. I didn't look, and I'm not going back. So let's see. So we got 1 sniper, they got 2. We have 3 riflemen and a scout. They got 3 riflemen. I'm being lazy here, but in the game, I guarantee you, I looked at that scoreboard, and the first thing I looked for was how many grenades, how many talks are riflemen in their bunch. Are they all aces? Because that's going to affect whether I'm going to push hard or not, or whatever. At least know the situation. I mean, you might need to push because you need to push, but, it's nice knowing when you note that they're all 3 aces or something, because then it's like they only have shields, so I can deal with that. And maybe you could also note we got grenades, or whatever. So this is good. I like that my one rifleman's hanging tight. I got one on the left. He's advancing. I'm in the middle, trying to make sure nobody pops up on us. So I'm liking this positioning. If you look at the row 4, we're just lined up. We've taken more than half the map now. So we're all advancing at the same time. We even have a guy that's on the cap getting that going. That starts putting pressure halfway into the game. It's not even halfway yet, really. We're at 55%. So that's all around. This is good play. Everybody's doing their role. And we lost our sniper. They lost theirs. One guy left. That I felt like was just a very controlled map. Go back and look at that mini map and just consider my point about row 4, where we're all lined up and we're advancing at the same time. And just an important note is that you could think of it as like each square you're clearing an area. Everybody's doing their part, looking to their own left and right. Then we move forward, and since we have that line, you can say, oh, we're now controlling like 70% of the map. There's only so many places now the enemy can hide. So maybe consider that. And also consider, hey, I'm the only one, I'm 2 squares ahead of everyone else on this mini map. Maybe I'm out of line. Maybe my teammates don't have a line of sight that might be able to help protect me, But if you record your games and you start playing things back over and over, and you can see where things went wrong, you can start looking at the patterns that you're holding and saying, okay, we got 3 people to the left, 2 people to the right, blah blah blah, and just see, and then you'll take part into a game where you're with a lot of great players here and there, and you'll just watch how they move and how efficient. Maybe you're on the wrong side of that team, and you can see how quickly they clear everyone, but then you can say, look at how well they coordinate their movement. That's going to be a subject that I want to focus on in videos and iron out with my team and my clan. Special Forces. Guys, we're going to be making videos just for Special Forces clan. We're going to have maps. We're going to discuss strategies. We're going to share our knowledge as much as we can and make our clan awesome. So looking forward to that. We're going to figure out just how to do that right, and get those visuals and ideas on video. Let's get new guys, improve them quickly, and make a pretty awesome clan. Since I was talking about the general placement of where everyone is on the battlefield, I just want to bring up what I do personally. If you'll notice, if I get in any kind of engagement, I shoot a couple of shots. Once that's done, the second I press reload. You'll see me press reload very, very often. I got to keep that clip full, okay, in case something really bad happens, then I can unload. But every time I press reload, I train myself to look at the mini-map, and a lot of times people, they get tunnel vision, they're only involved in the battle that they're doing, and they're not realizing that the left-hand side, like what happened here, as we were advancing on the right-hand side of the map, we lost 2 guys, and so that left-hand side, the enemy could have flanked us and we would have never known. So it's really important to train your eyes to constantly keep looking at the mini-map. There's so many distractions, but that's an important one, to know what's happening overall. And when you do know what's happening overall, you're a better teammate, okay? The other thing is I train myself on the left-hand side to just notice the red lettering that pops up first. Like if you look all the way to the left, that means the enemy killed one of us, okay? So I'm trained my eye to just notice that. Because when I was a beginner, I'd be like, holy crap, I'm the only one left in the game. I was oblivious, you know. A better player increases their situational awareness. Train yourself on those two things. Okay, we got another coastline. Notable players on the team is Argentina Cap and Ladybug. So certainly when I started playing this game, I made note of that and just trying to find those players early on. Other thing is that I see we got 4 riflemen and a sniper versus 2 riflemen and 3 snipers. So I mentioned on the previous one, in an ideal world, in this case, with 4 riflemen, maybe 1 to the left, which I went to, and then 1 in the middle, and 2 on the right, and then the sniper can play accordingly, or the sniper can move based on what he sees. But if the idea is to be loaded on the right-hand side, then if they have a sniper in, where is it at, A5, you know, then our sniper needs to focus on that one, because we don't want them to have a cross angle, kind of interfere with our ability to advance. As I replay it and I'm looking at it here, I think I would rather have 1 person left getting that cross angle and heavily loaded up with 3 riflemen on the right hand side and play it aggressive. And so 1, if their 2 riflemen are out of place, maybe they have them on the left-hand side, then it might be too late. So we can afford some casualties rushing forward with 3 riflemen. You know, if they don't face any riflemen, they just tear up sniper after sniper after sniper. Then the person on the left would just meet up with them. So basically, you got the riflemen on the left of the mound and 3 guys on the other side, on the right side of their mound, and you just tear them up like that. Just play the flanking game. Not seeing a whole lot of coordination with my team. I have 3 of us on the left. We're advancing at the same time. We got a guy in the middle and somebody hanging back facing an enemy. And I see him running away, maybe taking cover. Middle guy's trying to help the guy in the back. We're chewing him up, crossing. So there you go. It's the opposite of what I was saying I would like to see, but it's the same idea. We loaded up on one side with 3, and if their riflemen in that case should think like this, I would say, depending, you know, but hey, we only have 2 riflemen, we got 3 snipers. Riflemen, hold back and let the snipers do their work, and if they don't have any success, then rush forward. But don't rush forward early in the game, because what happened is they should have noted that we had 4 riflemen, and we ended up advancing with 3 on the left-hand side, and they were overwhelmed. Okay, well, we're facing Churras 78 and Argentina Cap. They're both snipers in this game, so it's going to be an interesting one. They're strong snipers, but we have 4 riflemen. The problem is I don't know anyone else other than Kobe, and that's not generally a good sign, so they're probably going to get shot up. But let's see, Kobe and I just Went to the left on this one. Got old PQ7-917. Pretty strong player there, I'm sure. It could be a Smurf account too. You never know. Everybody wants to hide their name. I've said that before, but I really don't think you should be able to change your name as often as the game allows you to. Okay, I like where Kobe went. He moved forward. I'm trying to make sure we're not going to face any surprises. Good advance here. Not wasting much time. They only have 2 riflemen, but 2 really good snipers. Where are the riflemen? One might be on the cap, I guess. It's pretty straightforward so far. Their riflemen, at least one of them is back in B3 facing someone. And their other one is... Alright, they lost. One rifleman there. Yep, and we got a collapse, so that worked out well for us. I'm holding back, and you see me looking back. I just want to make sure. I see on the mini-map that Kobe is looking in the right direction, but I wanted him to get caught up. Maybe he's getting prone, he needs to move forward, he didn't want to have to stand up or whatever. That's why you just try to be patient. I knew where this guy was, and there's no need to go at it alone. So you need to look around, make sure your teammates are ready, and that you're on the same page, and at least be in the right direction, facing the right direction. Down to 1. Let's see how our rifleman can finish. I'll hold back and try to lay down suppressive fire, but that's going to be our guy's battle there. See if he can finish him off. We'll get the cap points. I wonder, and if anybody knows, say something in the comments, but like, say you got 1 or 2 people on the cap and they're generating points. Does that affect all teammates in some way? Does everyone get a few extra score points or whatever because the team collectively, got all the kills and most of the cap or whatever? That would be nice, it gets dispersed or just get a little more experience or something, I wonder if that's a thing or not. So we are going to end up with a cap win. So that was pretty great. Pretty solid. 33 points of experience. 114 damage, 2 kills, but the kicker, 52 cap percentage points. Look at the score, 228. Alright, let me catch you up to speed. So we lost 2. We got a 3 versus 5 situation. I just want to point out, look at the mini-map, and on A4, we had a guy who just took off by himself. And if you look, he's 2 squares ahead of everyone else on the team. And immediately died. So not only did he die, but he's not around to hold ground and to keep eyes, spotting the enemy and laying suppressive fire. Instead, just wasted. But we were 3 versus 5. Now we're 3 versus 2. 3 versus 1. So regardless. But that is a good example. If you look at the scatter of all the dead players on my team, that is not coordinated movement whatsoever. But we still managed to survive because we had a couple of skilled players on the team. So we got coastline. I'm going to show you now the opposite side. So previously I showed you in C2 where I was hiding near that boulder and I was shooting the cross angle. Well, this is the opposite to that. This is a good way, as far as an ace or a talk, to get position right here and fight that person that might be doing the cross angle at the opposite boulder over there. It also will give you a chance of shooting when running like this rifleman up on top here. So I like to hit this spot just to find out like where the enemy's at. If I don't have a sniper on my team that's willing to shoot off a plane, then I'll get there, see where everyone's at, and then relocate to whatever's suitable. We have 3 riflemen, 2 snipers, and we already have a 2-person advantage. So I know they have a rifleman here, a scout there, and I think a rifleman up on top still. Or no, he's dead, so there's a sniper somewhere. Pay attention when you take cover. They have shade textures now. So I'm near a building, and when I lie prone and right next to the building, it's very hard to see. So you just have to learn that this is a very popular spot, and that the opponent that hides there is going to really blend in when you look at him, even through your scope. But shade matters now, so when you go prone somewhere, try to lie down there and hide yourself. That wasn't the case in the past. That's pretty awesome. So I'm trying to take my time shooting those shots. I'm prone, so I have the smallest reticle possible, and you just don't shoot them off left and right. And I will still today do that, but now I try to really make every shot count, because even at that range, I'm doing like 25, 29 points of damage. Even if I shoot them twice, you're almost up to 50 points of damage there. Makes it very easy for a sniper to finish them off, or for you to finish them off at a closer range. But I still have to shake that tendency to shoot too quickly and, really, I don't know, put an emphasis on each shot. I think you'll find that your accuracy will go up. But if you're not having any kind of rhythm to your fire, you're not going to get good results, and you'll find that you're going to get more suppressive shots than you would ask for. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I sure enjoyed playing those games. I have been trying to mix up the soldiers, make sure that I'm well balanced and that I'm strong in all the soldiers. I'm putting a lot of work into Crisis right now, and that's what I'm pushing for the next video, so keep an eye out for that. Well, that's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.